Namaste to all of you. Thank you for giving me opportunity to give this talk on this very interesting subject. First of all, I congratulate for this international conference happening, and also my good friend Sampurna Hegde for organizing this conference and taking lead part. Uh, Today's topic is what I'm talking about. Food is medicine, and the topic of this international conference, you are having a catchy slogan: play, throw ball, stay healthy. Very interesting. So both what I'm talking today and the throwball sports also, both talk about the healthiness, both talk about the wellness. You have a question, I think most probably, how food is medicine. I'm not going to give any bookish knowledge today, but I'm going to talk to you about the how food is very beneficial in all respects, and also my experience of food, working on the food and wellness from last 25 years, being an organic farmer. First of all, two things everybody knows, that our body and cells require two important things. One is food, the other is oxygen. Both are actually going to supply to us energy and also help us to being alive on this earth. So these two important factors are going to decide about our health, our well-being. I think it's most important to understand how the food and the oxygen or whatever whatever activities we do are more important for our well-being. For example, you take now, earlier about 50, 60, 70 years back, 3 decades before Second World War, the lifestyle diseases are very less. And the food was something different than what we are eating today. Today, you have seen the life very stressful also, and you see lots of lifestyle diseases. Start with obesity. The obesity is leading to many lifestyle diseases like diabetes, blood pressure, cancer, and it is also giving us less immunity against many of the diseases. Why? What is the reason is that you take the food what you are eating is totally today is factory food. I'm not exaggerating, because most of the foods available in the market today and the humans are consumption, they are generated from the factory. And additionally, from after Second World War, the food is, these two reasons along with fast food culture have created lots of havoc, not only on our health but also on the ecology environment. 60, 70 years back, whole India was organic, whole world was organic, and food was very different, and food was grown in the farms, and they are directly using without much processing. Today, what's happening? We are all depending on the factory food, and this first of all, the food when we grow it become chemical, using other pesticides. It contaminates, it contaminates so many ways. When they're processed, they use all artificial things. For example, use so many things now, even refined oil, refined sugar, refined salt. All these refined means more processed. So more they become carcinogenic. And most of the food available is carbohydrate. So what happens when our body requires, many other nutrients? We require good fat, protein, carbohydrate. But we are ending up only consuming carbohydrate, processed food. Then what's happening? The whole body system, is really having adverse impact, getting adverse impact from this kind of food. So now the worldwide the awareness is going on to change this pattern of growing food as well as using food. Now the movement is picking up. Now the people understand that food is very important. Food is going to decide our well-being, our longevity, many things. So now the movement is about organic and using unprocessed and also using more of different varieties of food where the protein and fat, good fat, and other things available to our body. Most of the world people now eating rice and wheat. Both are carbohydrate oriented and processed food. They make lots of things, all this using wheat. And we also use chemicals laced fruits, vegetables. So this is causing lots of issues. Then we'll go to this, how to what is the alternate for us? As per my experience, I'm working for this movement from last 25 years. We can use organic farming to stop the pollution at first stage, then start using unprocessed food. For example, you use cold pressed oil, use rock salt, sea salt, and use this fresh vegetable greens, seasonal vegetable greens. That makes, and also variety of nuts, fats, without using only wheat. And lots of greens, fruits, they have got protein, good fat. Avocado is the good food, for example. Olive oil is good, coconut oil is good, jackfruit is good. So there are many options available for us to eat best food available. So this makes, nourishes our body. And also very important thing is that the immunity level rises. When you start eating right food, good food, the immunity level increases. This year is called as millet year. What is millet? I think most of you don't know about millets, but European country also they are using chia seeds, this other grains, millet like grains, which are very beneficial. So millets in India grown very much from centuries, and people were eating only millet earlier. That's why there was not much diseases, and millets require less water, no chemical is required, no disease for them. So millet is very hardy and very nutritious and full of micronutrients. That's why I am as a farmer, I'm growing millet. As a consumer, I'm eating millet, and my health, at this, as I'm a senior citizen, my health is at a very, very different level. I want to share an example for you. When I went to Europe 3 years back during the COVID beginning, there was some stress for me because I came to India. Then, I was feeling something, difficulty in this thing, my usual energy. Then what happened? I went to a doctor. They branded me as a diabetic. Your diabetes is more. But when they started giving medicine, I really, feeling very difficult to manage myself. Then, I thought, how can you change through this food? Reverse this diabetes or reverse this blood sugar level. Then I stopped using medicine. I started using all different food, like stopping all the carbohydrates and eating, right food like, nuts, greens, vegetable, fruits. Now my blood sugar level, like, after last 2.5 years, I'm not taking any medicine. My blood sugar level is as usually a normal person, and everything is going normal. And when a doctor tested me, they told me that all lab reports are in order and your blood sugar is very, very, very normal, and everything is going good. So the food is most important. Like that, now the cancer patients also, they have prescribed, right food. Any obesity, you have to use the right food. So all these diseases have to be stopped by using the right food. I think this right food and good food, definitely they go together to enhance our energy and immunity, and also they help us to lead a very good life and life without any diseases. That's why I'm talking, the food is medicine. Food definitely is a medicine when we take, in a better way, right way. What I advise you, what I advise to commonly is that use unprocessed food, and you grow your own vegetables, whatever possible, at home, at your farm, at your place is possible. Even, now offices are growing, vegetables, greens, so many things. It's possible. Use, this zero waste management, use your all wastage into energy, make it compost and grow. We have created example, all these things. So when I come to this, our experiences, what I am telling, I am working in this food industry from organic food farming and food industry from last 25 years. And, we have created many replicable models. I am running an eco hotel and also a forgotten food restaurant. What is forgotten food restaurant? Our food was very good, medicine, but food has become now poison, and food is become now a slow killer. So that has to be reversed. Reversing that, we are given options. We have done, it's not wrong in pizza, bread, or ice cream, or sweet, or desserts. But, it's wrong factor is that the ingredients what you are using should be very different. There is nothing wrong eating sweets. There is nothing wrong eating pizza. But how pizza is made? What are the chemicals you are putting? What is Ajinomoto you are putting? What are the artificial colors you are putting? How factory food are made with all artificial things? This is most important. You have to stop eating artificial and processed food, chemicals. See, first of all, it is poison. Then second stage, when the processed, when the factory food is packed. I have seen, India, of course, in the villages, now India eating, right food little bit better. But when you go to this, Europe, I see that all big brands like, pizza, whatever, I don't want to tell those brands, they are all selling, fast food, which are really poisonous. In rich people also India going and eating in these kind of, cafes, where they are paying higher price, but eating the poisonous food. So this is most important. This awareness is not there. The awareness has to come that we should eat right food. So we have given many examples, and I want to say about other thing is also, if you eat organic, definitely you stay more healthy. Of course, play throwball, eat, you will stay healthy, definitely, because moving body is most important. See, our intake to the body, 60% oxygen, 40% is food. Our mitochondria, our cells are creating energy by most from the oxygen. Oxygen has to be important. So how oxygen is created? By moving your body, by opening up your lungs, opening up your system, so that more oxygen, good oxygen can enter into your body. That's very important. Like that, food also should enter into the body. It should be nourishing us, is helping us. So most important. Another important point what I want to tell is that we should have gratitude. We should have love, compassion for the food what we eat, for the nature where we are living. This is most important, because if you don't have gratitude, whatever you eat, whatever you do, it has to become, very, very healthy and nourishing. Very, very, very different, energy has to be given, positive energy. If you think that, I'm the owner of this land, I can do whatever I want, it is become selfish. Nature is great. Nature is there from billions of years. We are only a smaller part of this nature. So we have to have gratitude. The farmers who is growing food, he is putting lots of efforts. It's easy. Money is not there. Money is not only can't pay and buy the food. There is effort is there, energy is there. So you have to respect the farmer. We have to respect the food what we are eating. Then the magic will happen within us. This is called oneness spirituality. I follow this spirituality where, every time I eat, I respect my food. And I eat, most of the food I eat is local, fresh, seasonal. This makes big difference. You don't eat, whichever is packed, from different countries. I don't say you don't eat, sometime. As a fun, you can eat it. But every day what you're consuming is very important. I mostly eat millets. I don't eat much rice, wheat. I don't eat millets also many times. I eat only vegetables. I eat only fruits, nuts, these things. It nourishes my body. I'm a marathon runner. Recently, I did a marathon. I finished 10K, 1 hour, 17 minutes. It's not so good run, but after a long time, I started running. So I got energy basically from what I eat. Most important. So there is a big slogan, you are what you eat and you are what you think. So we all should, go for a good food. We all should go for the gratitude, love and compassion. The sports and organic food are go together. They are helping humans to become sober people, helping humans to become more healthy, helping humans to become more, nature towards nature, towards respecting nature, towards respecting the life itself, existence, very important. Thank you very much for listening to me. And you can just Google greenpath.in, www.greenpath.in, or Forgotten Food Restaurant, the Green Path Forest Bath, and Green Path Shukrishi Farm. You'll get lots of stories. And you can also Google about my name, Jayaram HR. And there are many stories covered on this aspect of good food, organic and chemical-free living, and sustainable living. And this very famous hospital, SCG Hospital, his doctor is the owner of this hospital is my good friend. And recently when I met him, he told me a very interesting thing, very key point, and they are doing research on cancer. And what is the reason for the cancer is spreading like anything. The cancer is there everywhere now. So much people, even young children, everybody is suffering from cancer. And so many things are happening. The reason, they have found out is in the research, it's not just smoking, or it's not that, this eating, whatever, this doing alcohol or any other thing, stressful thing. It is major factor for the cancer is obesity. The obesity is the major cancer thing. And you take out, any research recently I've done is that show that obesity is leading to many diseases. America is suffering huge obesity problem. Even, teenagers are suffering from obesity. India is also started the obesity. Obesity is causing diabetes, blood pressure, cancer, immunity problem, and, all bone issues also, because, the more weight for our body, heart diseases, everything is connected to the obesity, our body weight. So this is most important. Why obesity? What is the reason for the obesity? The major reason for obesity is consuming wrong food. The wrong food consumption and the factory food, the chemical food, the processed food is very, very bad for our health. It doesn't, give any kind of nutrients. It only put more calories, and it is giving us obesity. So unless you stop this, now there is a worldwide obesity, stop obesity program, reverse obesity program, all over, world, people have started understanding this. And what is the best remedy for obesity? Two things. One is that consume, less carbohydrate, and, go for the more protein and, good fat. And also, second thing is that move your body. Moving your body is most important. Once you move our body, our whole metabolism changes, and our whole, system, start generating more good energy and more happiness. More things happen to us. So combination of good food, organic food, fresh food is most important. And, now we are eating, all these bakery food, for example, all these cakes, biscuits of very big brand. They come with, diet free. Diet free is most dangerous, because sugar free is most dangerous. Why I am telling sugar free? They put other chemical, instead of sugar. Sugar is okay, but other chemical they are putting is carcinogenic. The chemical they are putting into these products 250 times stronger than the sugar. Then imagine that. What is that? What is going to happen to our body? And all these bakeries, they are using adulterated oil, palm oil, and also they are using this, artificial, all colors, flavors, everything is artificial. Everything is generated by the chemicals, petroleum products. I will tell in India, 99.9% ice cream, what they are selling is fake. There is no milk, there is no sweetener, natural sweetener, and there is no natural any kind of fragrance. Vanilla means there is no vanilla at all. Mango means there is no mango at all. It's only a flavor, it's only a chemical. But in Europe, when I went to Europe, I see different countries, they say that if you sell vanilla, you should use natural vanilla. If you are selling mango, you should use mango. This is what we are following in our restaurant. We make many kinds of ice creams, many kind of, different feeds, everything. Use only the right food or the right fruits, and also use the natural brown sugar or jaggery instead of using, this artificial sugar or artificial whatever, these chemicals. For example, sugar also most dangerous thing. Now USDA has found out oil is okay, but, consumption of sugar is most dangerous. That is the number one reason, along with carbohydrate, to increase our weight, increase our fat content in the body, increase our all, different issues for obesity. So you should stop using this whatever, white sugar, and, and also white flours, and, whatever highly processed product that is going to help, in the initial stage to reverse this obesity. So it's the food, it's the moving our body is most important, and it can definitely make a big difference. For example, I was weighing 77 kg, and then I reduced my weight into 10 kg, eating all the millets, everything. The whole body system is changed. I worked on myself to understand this. So now, I can run, I can fly, I can do. I was also running earlier also. But now my parameters have become different. My blood sugar is very, very normal. My blood pressure is normal. My heartbeat, my resting heartbeat is, you can't believe, it's like an athletic heartbeat. I'm measuring every day. It's around 52 to 54. My resting heartbeat. Doctor surprises. Oh, what a beautiful beautiful system you are having. Your body is doing now. So this is what I'm just experimented on myself. I'm not talking, bookish knowledge. So definitely you are what to eat. You should eat right food, and, you assess yourself. How is your, once, become 40 years, you have to go for, all, whatever, checkups and, assess your body. So that makes you understand what is required for your body, which is the right food for you, for body. Because each food is different to each person. Something is good for you, something may not good for me. So it can be assessed easily by using now continuous glucose monitor, understanding your all eating habits. So that is possible now. So there is accurate results are going to come. So I feel sports people also should understand that. I think you are all sports enthusiasts. Very important. See, when you are playing, any game, including the throw ball, see, it makes difference in your life. You get happiness. You connect with people. You connect with nature. And, it makes huge difference. I understand this. If I don't go to gym, if I don't go to workout for 8 days, my body becomes, very irritative. My body actually feels, I feel heavy. I can't do any work at all. Honestly speaking, every day is a ritual for me to do something to move our body. This is most important. And I enjoy my food, eating right food. I really enjoy. I eat, millets. Millets are very tasty. I eat, vegetables, fruits, and also I eat, all these, nuts and other things which are nourishing my body. Every day I drink, either olive oil or coconut oil every day morning. Oil is not bad, but I use cold pressed oil. Cold pressed oil means, difference I'm going to tell. When the oil is made, use, churn the oil, ingredients very slowly by using old traditional system. In the factory made, they raise your oil content ingredient to 600 degrees, they heat up and they crush it, then it becomes carcinogenic. After crushing this oil, which has become carcinogenic, which has lost all nutrients, then again add, some other palm oil, some other things, to mix up this oil. They don't give pure olive oil, pure coconut oil, pure, groundnut or sunflower oil. So this is most important. You have to understand this truth. Please avoid using factory food. Please avoid using, this all white chemical food. Please avoid using these feeds and also this bakery food, which are all produced. Now there are lots of, social entrepreneurs are also producing some of the good food, some of the snacks, good snacks, using millets, natural organic ingredients, cold pressed oil, so that they are very tasty also. I don't say food is not be eaten like a medicine. Food is not medicine. Food has to be tasty, enjoyable. Food has to be consumed, very happily. That is possible. Because, I opened the restaurant. I know that people come to my restaurant. They also really enjoy. And I think Sampurna Nagde is our really, she's the great fan of our supporter and fan of our organic food and organic farming. And, people really, respect our food because the food nourishes. The initial stage only when they start eating the food, the whole taste, aroma, and all the goodness, definitely anybody can feel it. So go for organic, go for moving your body, go for the best food, and you live this life. This is a very greatest gift to living on this universe. Magic. We are magic. Ourselves are magic. We are not, something, different. Don't disconnect from the nature. Don't disconnect from the earth. Don't disconnect from the universe. They are beautiful. We are only living because of this existence. So have love and compassion, not only to existence, but all our human beings, for all our, the trees, plants, animals. Then whatever, your level of spirituality increases and you get more energy, more, a different, path of living, more different, thinking of, all this existence and also this nature. So that gives you definitely a great energy to face any kind of challenges in the life. Life is full of challenges, but when we are powerful, when we go with the nature and when we live with the nature, when we get the blessings from the earth, earth and all these things, definitely we can also definitely go on a right path and meet any challenges and become very successful, whatever we do in our life. Thank you very much.